Because part of the Afrocentric community, part of the metaphysical community is you come in and you get all this stuff of what's going to happen to you and will happen to black people. Well, dead black people, shit happens daily. Deal with it. What can you do? They're dead. But when it comes to your conscious self, whenever you contemplate what's going to happen to you, you get this white boy power and you might invoke those things on you and you're protected from that.
Perfect.
See what I'm saying? Now this is the key. This is the key. And this is why the brother C. Freeman L., the master, he told us, he would say things 10, 15 years ago, 10, 13 years ago, that is just not coming true. But that's a true master. When he first hit you this past look, oh, you know, whatever, this nigga crazy. Old ass nigga, you know. But years later, the stuff comes true. The intellectual level can only take a certain point, to a certain point. Then you have to cross into the spirit level. And the spirit level takes a little bit of confidence in the stuff around you. Because you don't have religious doctrine and other things to go by. It's only your own experience in these particular things. See what's coming on here? And so what's going to happen here is now your powers are coming back. We'll go into all of that. But you're going to have to pay attention to very small things. And those small things you pay attention to is going to be the things that's going to help you in this particular power. First thing you got to do is, number one, is this. You got to get out of the fear of what this white man going to do to you. What I'm saying is this. So he used to tell us back in 1990 and 1994, quit talking about the white man and complaining about the white man and giving the white man power. You see what I'm saying? Now, you get people coming for you with doom and gloom. And what that does, it cuts your power base, because guess what? The white boy ain't got no power. He's run out of power. His power is fear. If he can get you to believe he's still in power, he can delay your fucking power.
Shit.
See what I'm saying? He ain't got no power. You see? Nigga getting caught spending $80,000 on prostitutes.
Right, what's that?
He's in a mess. She ain't got no power. You see? Now, so the key here is you got to get out of this fear. That's all he got. Allocate funds to study this, and the conclusion was that the chakras, the kundalini, the third eye, and all of this stuff, when you are threatened for extinction, these things come online and you become a Superman. It's called Firestarter. Remember the movie Firestarter with little Drew Barrymore? Start burning up shit. You see what I'm saying? So the key here is to never come in with an army and line you up to go to concentration camps. But the mystery here is to let you think that you're going to a concentration camp and keep the fear on you because you still think he's all powerful. And everything he ever does to you is covert. What can he do to you that he ain't already did to you? See what I'm saying? So the King Alpha plan was put out by the government for you to respond to. So that you can have a fear. He can't do nothing. You see? See what I'm saying? Case in point, King Alpha plan. I used to use it too. Till I found out it was put out by the United States government. And they gave it to the black community. And give you a dossier, a lineup of what they're going to do to you. And you put this shit in your psyche. And guess what? They never have to execute none of that concentration camp and none of that shit. Because they know the rule. The rule is there are devices that's in the body that will come online immediately when the race is threatened for extinction. Now that's the stuff that the East Indian government found out in 1975 when they put this, when they started studying the chakras and the kundalini, and they basically what they did is they had the government come in and give a grant. If you know what time it is and stuff, I'm longing for action. I'm like, I wish a motherfucker would come up in my space. You see what I'm saying? see. But I know what I'm capable of doing. You see? What I'm capable of doing. So we got to get out of this fear that all this stuff is going to be done to us. Don't you know when they do shit to you, they never announce it? First of all, the King Alpha Plan was taken from a damn novel that some white boy wrote that the government said, hey, this is some good shit right here. It was a fucking sci-fi novel. And they made it policy, and they said, put it out to the black community to keep them in fear. They can't do shit. You see what I'm saying? That's what time it is. And our magic is stronger now. Fuck around, and they be walking around with little small heads. The only reason why I don't execute this stuff now is because I don't have time. And I'm too damn lazy. But like I said, in order to get this magic to work, you can't succumb to the fear of what the government gonna do to you. They can't do nothing. The magic now here is to convince you that they can do shit to you. They started it with the King Alpha Plan. They knew damn well they couldn't come against you and line you up for concentration camps because you got devices in the body that will come online. You see? Remember Farrakhan said in the 1985 Power Tour, if your slaves go to war with you, we will win. That's because you got that many people coming online. I saw it with Katrina when T.D. Jakes and the preachers was had it up to here. And for 1 minute they became men.
That's right. Yeah.
And so when your boy Kanye West said that Bush don't like black people, Bush got him back now. They killed his mama because of this shit. But he stood up. When he said Bush don't like black people, they said, oh, call in the agents. And they called up T.D. Jakes. But T.D. Jakes had seen our people being left out there for 5 days, and that shit was not even that whole we shall overcome shit and we are the world. None of that shit was hitting. The best was all black people woke up for about a week with Katrina. I mean, dead black people. And they called and said, what about Kanye West saying this? He said, well, that's the going view with most of the black people in this community when you leave people out there for 7 days or 5 days. What? He said, don't tell me I had people out there in less than 24 hours. You left them out there on purpose. This is T.D. Jakes. You see what I'm saying? So my point here is there's events that you can be confronted with that you could come online. And there's several metabolic endorphins in your body that make you into Superman.